Welcome, friends. I am so glad that you could jump on tonight and join me here live on um, uh, my face, my Facebook. Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I wish I could start again. Okay, now I'll start again. All right. Hi, everyone. So great that you could join me tonight live on my Facebook. Tonight, we're going to be talking about 5 ways that we can oh dang just hold on 1 second, just hang on. I'm just gonna grab my notes. Hold on. Oh wait, they're over here. Sorry. What? Psych! Did you really think I'd forgotten what I was talking about? Of course not. Brain fog. Yeah, Catherine gets it. I was just messing with you. I know it's called MySpace. Just kidding. If you saw the start, that would make sense. Yes, we're talking about brain fog, the fuzziness of the brain. Alison, are you making fun of me? No, I'm making fun of me. You should have seen me getting ready to do this tonight. I was trying to find an extension cord. Oh my gosh, I think I walked into 5 different rooms. But that was just because I was thinking of 10 different things. But anyway, so yes, we're going to talk about brain fog. Welcome. I'm Pauline Hatch. I'm a writer, a blogger, a nutrition researcher and journalist, a food and wellness coach. And I've just an all-round been through the ringer mum, and now I coach and help mums to basically just kind of come up for air and find their purpose again. So that's why I thought tonight's little ditty about brain fog might be a good one, because I know that's something that mums get a lot as well. There's a few reasons for that, but everybody gets brain fog at some point in their lives. So yes, I think normally I wait, but wow, there's so many people on already. I'm going to chuck this out there. So drop me a yes if you feel like you have brain fog. It's that mental fuzziness. So like, so there's a bit of a distinction between brain fog and just kind of having a lot going on in your mind. So earlier when I was running around trying to get stuff organized for this, I was just thinking of 10 things, right? It's not like I had brain fog. I just was literally thinking, what am I going to say? What am I going to do? I'm going to write my sign. And I wasn't focusing on what I was doing. So I was kind of wandering around. But brain fog, like that real fuzziness, is kind of when you feel like you can't pull the stuff that's around you together into anything cohesive, anything that makes sense. Like, you know that you should know the answer to this. You know that you should be able to think clearer than this to be able to figure out a solution, and you can't, because it just doesn't feel like it's coming together. Cotton wool brain is kind of another way to say it. So a few people are saying yes, and I got a lot of likes and hearts then. Yeah, I have been there. I know exactly how it feels, and it super sucks. When I was like, rewind a few years ago, when I was going through some really like a season of really chronic exhaustion, and I can remember, and I do think that tiredness and brain fog go hand in hand. Often if you've got one, you've got the other. But I remember in that season, just sometimes I'd just be standing there going, I can't actually think of what to do next. It's like my brain has just stopped working. And it was awful. It was so awful. That's brain fog. So yeah, I think if you're jumping on, I'm positive that you are here because you want to know what is going on with that. The cool thing is that we can fix it. Like, it's totally fixable. The problem is that often when we oh, that's interesting, Alison. I'm going to get to that. That's a good point. We'll talk about that in a second. So often when we're feeling that brain foggy feeling, we kind of self-medicate by eating the foods that, funnily enough, are contributing to our brain fog. So rather than listening, this is something we've kind of lost touch with, I guess, is listening to our body and what our body is telling us. So our body is always giving us messages. We've just lost a little bit of connection with what our body is telling us. And so when we have brain fog and we can't think properly, we go, oh, I'll have a coffee, it's coffee time. And we go and we have our caffeine, or we grab a can of Coke because we think, oh, that'll clear my head, and it's all, happy feelings and whatever. Some people grab alcohol or whatever. all those things are ways of self-medicating, but they're also contributing to the problem, because often it's the lifestyle that we're living that's creating the brain fog. And Alison has said when she eats gluten, she gets it. And that's exactly right. It's all about, well, some of the things are the foods we're eating, and some of the things are the foods that we're not eating enough of. And there are definitely food sensitivities can cause brain fog. So can additives and food colorings and things like that. They can all affect what's going on in the brain. So I'm going to say hello to a few people. Hi, Nicole and Catherine and Sam and Alison and Liz and Anne-Marie and Brenda. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Pete. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Sue. Hi, Jess. Dwayne. What else we got here? And Denise. Oh, hi, Denise. She says, I find certain foods attribute to the brain fog or fuzzy, buzzy brain. Yeah, so we'll talk about food in a minute. Yeah, so yeah, really the issue is that we're not providing our body with what it needs to have mental clarity. So that's cool because it means we can fix it. So that's brilliant. And that's what we're going to go through tonight. So by the end of this, I really want you to have 5 very simple, practical things that you can go, oh, cool, if I just do that, then we can start to sort this out. And I know that this is true, and you can take that to the bank, because that was me then and that is not me now. Like, so a few weeks ago, I started to notice that some of my energy was going downhill a little bit, but also I did feel like my brain was struggling a little bit. I kind of could feel that fuzziness coming on. And so I have, for the last 2.5 weeks, been on a juice and smoothie cleanse, because I could see, okay, there's some stuff creeping into my diet. I was starting to lean towards wanting certain things. And I thought, okay, I got to just go right back to basics and start giving my body everything it needs. And the difference in my mental clarity has been incredible. And I'm not saying you have to go do a juice fast. You don't have to, but that's just, I love doing them, so I'm fine with it. But I can feel the difference. Like now I'm just like, bang, I just smash it out. The stuff I can get done. I had the most productive day today. It was amazing. And I know that maybe 3-4 weeks ago, that would have been harder for me. So anyway, that's just I like to give those kind of personal things, because I know that sometimes you need to know that it is possible to do this. It's not just like the magical unicorn people. It's just the regular people like me who can do it too. All right. Post-pregnancy, we call it baby brain. It's all part and parcel of the same thing. It's just that it's more pronounced after we have our babies, because we're so much more deficient. So we call it baby brain. Isn't that a cute name? Oh my gosh, I've got baby brain. I forgot my baby's nappies for the 15th week in a row, or whatever. We think it's really funny. But actually it's a real problem that is really happening, and you really can fix it. And again, there's the distinction between when you have a baby, then you will just forget stuff because you're thinking of a lot of things. So, you know, it's not always baby brain if you're forgetful. If you've got Swiss cheese brain because you're a new mum, that's really normal. But yeah, if it feels fuzzy, like you actually can't pull your thoughts together, that's a little bit different. And I actually did a whole live back a few months ago. I did a whole live on postnatal depletion and baby brain. And that is, you might even just be able to search for it on my wall and find it. It's very, very good to watch if you feel like you've got it because of your pregnancies. Okay, so let's go into the 5. I really want to get through these so that you can have lots of info. You guys are having a whole conversation over here without me. Reactions to gluten are being celiac, yep. And, Sue is celiac as well. Yeah, I don't eat gluten. And Catherine, you're a unicorn to me. You're the bright and shiny unicorn, Catherine. All right, so number 1. This is one I haven't ranked them in importance, but I would definitely put this one right up the top, and that is eat lots of healthy fats. So more than half of your brain is made up of omega-3. So if you do the maths on that, you need to be eating bucket loads of good fats. We had a thing happen back in the 70s where this guy did this dumb study, and then everyone said, oh my gosh, fat makes you fat, so we better stop eating fat. And then everyone made low-fat, non-fat, skim, whatever products, and we obliterated fat from our diet, and we started eating vegetable oils instead of natural fat oils and things like that, like olive oils and different nut and seed oils. We started eating vegetable oils that are full of trans fats. And so this whole big blitz happened where we took fat out of our diet. And people even started saying, make sure you only eat half an avocado. It's full of fat. Oh my gosh, it's so ridiculous, because we need so much fat in our diet. Like, our diet has to primarily be made up of fats and fruits and vegetables. And we've stopped eating anywhere near the amount of fat that we have to have. And fat is your brain food. So coconut oil, MCT oil are great sources of good fats. Avocados, ghee is great. I personally don't recommend fish oils just because I took my family off them a few years ago for a few reasons. One of them was because I found out about how fish oil goes rancid after a while, and I was like, eating rancid fish, not my favorite thing. So that was not good. But then when I learned about how we are basically destroying our oceans, like we are heading for a massive ecological disaster because we are overfishing, because of a multi-billion-dollar fish oil industry. We just don't need to go there. There's so much mercury. There's so much plastic in all of our water. It's just no way. I wouldn't give it to my kids. So we are on a vegan omega now, so much better. It's got all the omegas in it. So all my clients are on that. That's the only one I now recommend to people. So if you want to find out about that, just hit me up, message or PM me, and I can hook you up with that stuff. It's really, really great. Catherine said MCT oil. Yes, it's like an extract of coconut oil. It's like more potent than the good fats in coconut oil. You can just buy it from Woolies and stuff now. I put it in my smoothies and stuff like that for the kids and everything like that. So yes, lots and lots and lots of healthy fats. Okay, the second one is avocado with Worcestershire. Ooh, I just have avocado with salt. Yummy, yummy. Okay, sleep and rest is the next one. So sleep and rest are not the same thing. Sleep is obviously the time that you're asleep. Rest is just slowing down and allowing your body to relax and not be in hyperdrive all the time. So you need both. You need to sleep, but you also need to just calm the heck down and take a break every now and then. Your brain needs that break. But the sleep portion of it is really fascinating because when you sleep, your body goes through a whole different bunch of processes. And one of the big things it does is in your brain. So not only is it taking your memories and turning them from short-term memories to long-term memories, it does all that stuff, but it actually sends all these chemicals into your brain to wash your brain, right? So if you're not getting enough sleep in the night, or if you're not having good quality sleep because you're going to sleep at 2 a.m. after you've played Xbox until whatever, or read a book or something, and then you get up at 6 with your kids. If you're not having good quality sleep, your brain won't have time to do the process it's got to do to clean itself and get itself healthy. It's kind of like pulling out of the car wash before it's finished, just peeling on out of there, and your car's still got suds on it, and your brain's going, oh my gosh, help me, I can't do this if you don't give me enough time. So sleep and rest are really, really important as well. Catherine said, Sam, that's my husband. The reason I said that is because of the post that he put up today about the gaming chair. That's why I was thinking about that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I know you mums are not up gaming, right? I know you're probably up with your kids. And if you're up with your kids, there's nothing you can do about that. Get through that season. Okay. So definitely sleep and rest. The next one is eat real food. So the best thing you can do for your body and your brain, but your whole body, is to have loads more phytonutrients and loads more antioxidants. They protect and heal your cells, including the cells that make up your brain. So you have to eat the rainbow. That's, if you spread out all of the fruits and vegetables in the world, the colors are incredible. And all of those colors do all sorts of different awesome things. So if you eat broccoli every day of your life, that's great, but you need the variety of the fruits and vegetables. Those phytonutrients and antioxidants are what protect and heal your cells. And they're kind of just brain boosters, I guess is the easiest way to say it. They will actually make your brain function. Without them, your brain will war and die. So yeah, so it's a no-brainer. Pun. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Okay. And then other flip side to that is eat less of the plastic, garbage, junk, processed food, because that is causing your brain fog as well. So the processed food, stuff like refined sugars and the trans fats actually mutate your cells. Like, that stuff is toxic as trans fats are in almost everything that you eat comes in a package. Like, you buy banana bread from the shop, it's going to probably have trans fats in it. Cereals, anything that's got vegetable oil in it is going to have trans fats in it. So all of those things slow down your body. Processed wheats and dairies, the additives, the preservatives, all of that stuff, it's all impacting your cells, and that is impacting your brain. So you have to eat less of the bad stuff and even stuff that's bad for your body. Like if you find that and most people's body can't actually process gluten very well, it can't process dairy very well. So if you've got brain fog and you find that it's not really cutting it, doing, adding in more veggies or whatever, you might need to look at cutting out food groups and seeing if that's affecting your gut enough to actually stop your brain from working, because your gut and your brain are super connected. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. That's why they call the gut the second brain. It's actually as smart as your brain. It just operates in a different capacity. Boom, your body is amazing. I just love it. All right, and the last one is eat protein. So protein is like a building block for brain health. It helps the neurons to function properly. So without protein, your neurons can't zap and fire and connect and do the things that they have to do. So eggs, nuts and seeds, oats, quinoa, they're all great sources of plant-based protein. Obviously there's meats and stuff like that as well. And yeah, just have protein every day if you can. So even in my juice fasting, I've been still having protein because I don't want to not have protein. Actually, almost every single day, I've got one in the fridge right now that I'm going to have after this. I make a chocolate smoothie. It's a protein smoothie made from, it's a vegan protein because I don't do dairy, so I don't do whey proteins or anything like that. So it's a vegan protein, and then it's got blackstrap molasses. I know this is such a weird concoction, but bear with me. I'm going to tell you something amazing. So it's got the powder, it's got blackstrap molasses, almond butter, and a little bit of either almond milk or coconut milk, and then a little bit of MCT oil. That's what I put it into. It tastes like, I'm not joking, and some ice, so it's really thick. It tastes exactly like a McDonald's thick shake. So again, amazing what you can create in your own home, in your own kitchen. I have it every day, and that has so much good fat in it. That's got good fat from the MCT oil, from the almonds, from the coconut milk, from all the almond milk. It's got it from the actual protein powder that's, the vegan protein powder. Like, it's the best stuff ever. I have one every single day. So even when I've been doing my juice fasting, I've still been having that. Okay, so that's it. So I'm going to quickly recap because that was 5 and I went through them really quickly. So brain fog is a symptom of stuff not going right in your body, okay? Totally fixable. You can totally fix it. Just don't expect it to happen overnight. You've got to give your body time to use the new foods that you're putting into it and to get rid of the effects of the bad foods that you've been eating. So I'll go through them quickly again. So eat lots of healthy fats. Get lots of adequate sleep and rest. Let's shoot for at least 7 hours of sleep a night and rest, have a night off every now and then. Eat real food. That means plant foods, anything that grew at some point in its life, that's fine. Eat less food that was made in a factory. So eat less of the non-real foods that are slowing your body down, and eat protein as well every single day. So yeah, watch what you're putting in, take out the junk, and just load up on the good fats. Don't be scared of fat. We've got to totally change that whole mindset that fat is really, really bad for you, because that's so harmful. There's been so many studies done that have shown the link between the lack of good fat in our diet and Alzheimer's and dementia and autism and ADHD. All of these links are out there showing us, and even depression. It's not entirely because of, but one of the contributing factors is that we're not eating brain foods anymore because we were told not to eat them. All right, so that's the other one. And okay, and then a couple of other ones I'm going to chuck in case. I just want you to start on those 5, okay? Give yourself a few months, give yourself a decent 2 months at least doing a few of those things and see how you go. If you're finding after a little while that it doesn't feel like it's doing enough for you, you can also look into, and these are the things that I looked into as well, mercury toxicity. Thanks, fish oils and fish. So mercury toxicity, fillings and stuff can do it too. I had a mercury filling, so I had to have that removed, and then I had to get tested for mercury poisoning and stuff like that. So that's another one to look into. And retroviruses, so things like Epstein-Barr, Ross River fever, all of those things as well can have a real effect on how your body can function. And then gut issues as well. And then also, some of the girls have said, foods that could be affecting you. Wheat and dairy are the most common contributors to gut issues that make our body go and then you can't function and you can't think and it can't feed you and et cetera, et cetera. So especially if you're pregnant if you're pregnant, definitely, if you've had a baby, definitely look into doing this, especially the fats, because you pass so much fat to your baby when you're pregnant and it just all comes from you. So if you're not eating enough in a diet, your body is literally taking it from you, giving it to the baby so that its little brain can grow. But yeah, what that means is that now you're even more depleted. So that's why your baby brain will go on forever unless you do something about it. All right, I missed a few comments. I'm just going to see what these are before I log off. The gut is the second brain. Oh, snap, it sure is. Oh, another snap. Wow, I got double snaps. I need the recipe written down. I do have my notes I could send to you, Catherine. Oh, I can't eat almonds. That's sad, Alison. Hi, Nathan. She loves fat. That's great. Nathan said, I'm drinking a nice red right now. Farmhand Organic Shiraz, certified organic. There you go. Yeah, good on you. I've been buying organic lately too. Well done. No preservatives. There are people who, this is a whole other thing, but yeah, the preservatives in red wine can actually be really, really bad for some people, give them migraines and all sorts of stuff. So well done, Nathan, stepping it up. All right, thanks, guys. Look, I am bang on 20 minutes. That was my goal. So, yeah, if you want any info on anything that I've shared, I mean, I can send you my notes. They're a bit of a mess, but I'm happy to just send them through to anyone who wants them. We're all friends. We can do that. And, yeah, if you want any info on vegan omegas, they're fantastic. And, or even actually if you want to make your own McDonald's chocolate thick shake, let me know and I can explain how I make that as well. I should write it out as a little recipe. But so anyway, thanks everybody for jumping on and contributing and all the comments and everything. It's so nice to catch up with you guys every Thursday. Thanks for letting me have a little bit of fun at the start. Let me know if I did trick you and you really did think that I couldn't remember what I was going to talk about tonight. All right, guys, thanks so much. I will see you next week and I'll see you out there as well. Bye.